Sometimes, sometimes you're staring into space.
3, 2, 1. What is up, everybody? We are back. Another Saturday.
Yay!
Heck,
Dab on them.
I
This is
hurt
the
my neck.
episode where we dab all the time. You hurt your neck?
Yeah, doing the
I'm here
dip.
for you.
Damn.
It was the dad dab. That's why.
You know you're getting old.
Here you go.
Do the
Apologize to my
dad
kid. I'll
dab.
be right back.
Woogie woogie. Well, so last week we got to introduce the one and only Phelan
Mhm.
and got to see her journey, where she spoke to some interesting spirits, and everybody started meeting one another at the school. We got to bring everybody in, and we got to meet the oracle, meet some of the faculty. Um, we learned about the Owlin and the constructs that bring Strixhaven to life. And you got to interact with a year four student, Dina, the Soul Steeper. You got to interact with her quite a bit, as she was the quote unquote tour guide for your group. Took you to each campus, took you to the eatery, took you to the library, and along the way, you got to see some interesting things happen. We saw the interesting portrait of uh, Master Lou Ambrose. Not quite have an actual death date on there. We got to meet all the different teachers and some students for each campus. Um, we actually got to see here. I think that's mostly what we did. We started bringing everybody's character to a close later on into the evening of the day. Dinner was eaten, and everybody started making their way back to their quarters for the first evening. This is where Kadim posted his stance for the hall, as he was the construct who protects your all sleeping quarters, and he
Yeah, and you already
quote
failed.
unquote
Good job, Trevor.
How did this happen?
Jesus, Trevor. I rely on you to be a watchdog.
You had one job.
the first day, dude. Like the first
You
day.
failed you didn't even make it 24 hours on the watch.
I would like to know, DM, with a character that doesn't sleep, how did these beings get past Kadim?
Well, obviously, their stealth is higher than your passive perception.
I'll never do. Probably. My passive perception's only an 11.
That is
The Watcher of all of us has a passive perception of an 11. We're both.
well, he just got woken up, right? Like he's not been very active, relatively,
I mean, that's fair.
compared to some other constructs. So
You've been asleep for a long time.
been
Yes.
extremely dormant. Maybe that impacts your perception for now. But once
Sure.
once Alistaria and Phelan got situated in their um, dorm room, so did Shanastar and Ezekiel. And at this point, where we left the evening, these two figures kind of were slinking into the area of Shanastar, making some noises, and to the presence of Shanastar, they are two mysterious Yuan Tis. Did I say that right? Is it Yuan Ti?
You
Mhm.
want tea, yeah.
And that's where we're going to be picking up.
There's like a dragon on one of the other towers just blowing shit up, and Kadim's just sitting there going, "No one's in this hall. I've done my job."
Damn, I wish I could eat.
So,
Someone passes by and goes into the one rooms. Why didn't you stop them? I told them they couldn't be in this hall, and they weren't.
Yeah. Mission accomplished.
so for
Got him.
for
Ladies and gentlemen,
for
we got him.
for reference, it's about the same time in the in Strixhaven as it is probably right now. Clearly dark. Everything's kind of starting to get to its winding down phase for a lot of things. Everybody's returning to their quarters for the next day, because Strixhaven mostly works on that 9 to 5 kind of mentality where you get up early, get stuff done early, then you kind of have a good amount of the day before the evening. So Shannistar,
Yes.
these two people, they what you see are some rather cloaked individuals, but you can make out the eyes. You can make out the hands, a little bit of their posture, and they start pulling out some rather pointy objects, some
Pencils.
stabby stabs,
Oh, gonna do
pencils.
you
That's
some
all they could
learning.
find.
Gonna do you some learning.
They just
Just
show
a-
up like, hey,
study
can
group.
you like share your notes? Because
It's just your study group.
Shannistar's definitely going to kind of like back up on the bed,
Okay.
like keep an eye out, and he's going to be very much like watching them, but also looking, I guess, at Ezekiel, because Ezekiel's asleep, right?
He's in a trance, yeah.
Ezekiel's
Yeah.
yeah. So Ezekiel is kind of sorta, you know, he can be woken up.
The hell loud are they?
Not very loud at all. No noise, actually.
How did you
Um,
find me?
we have our ways, Shannistar. I think it's best that you come back.
I do not want to.
The other one looks at you. And why is that? Don't you miss us? We're family. And he starts to pull up the blade. It's about a pretty good sized blade. He just kind of like pulls it up so that way you can see it.
I don't want to be a part of that anymore.
Oh, but you're going to be part of this forever. We're going to be part of this forever. And then, Mike, you hear Shannistar talk.
Snake, what are you? Who the fuck are
And
you?
here's what you see. You hear Shannistar talking, but you don't see anybody.
Oh, never mind. Herp,
So that's a fair reaction, right? Because you hear the voice, you're like, "Who the fuck are you?" You think Shannistar's talking to somebody, but you don't see anybody. You just see Shannistar.
You sleep? Oh, you don't. Do you sleep?
And then Shannistar, you blink, you kind of have a real quick come to moment, and they're gone.
Sorry. Getting used to this new night cycle.
Do you not have night? Where do you come from?
We are more active at night than day. So it's cycling between them is different. Apologies for waking.
Oh yeah, no fuck, big deal. I don't care. Fucking go to sleep. Rolls back over.
And you hear this, Kadim. You hear their interaction.
But he didn't
In
hear
case you were
people
wondering.
walk right past him.
You can hear Shannistar and Ezekiel have a conversation.
Kadim's like, they're in their room. Not my business.
You just see a giant fist just straight through the door. Whoops.
He just puts the fist through the wall, looks in, and goes, "It's quiet time."
Like Mr. X.
I'll tap on the door. Is everything all right?
Oh no, the help's here. We're fine. We're fine, thank you. A nightcap perhaps would be nice.
I will see what I can procure. And I guess I'll walk off and try to find a nightcap. I'm not going to leave the
Okay.
the vicinity there. Like if there's maybe like a storage room or like a place where they might have those kind of things. I don't know.
I'm just gonna look
Um,
over at Ezekiel. He seems good.
So, so you procure one, but as you're looking, we'll jump to Alistair and Phelan, who don't hear any of this in there. And being nocturnal, Alistair, I'm not sure if you're still awake or if y'all like anything that y'all want to interact with.
So you
We're on
said
each other's
how
beds.
many people died?
Um, over 8,000 in the
Oh,
course of the school's history. Which I mean, the school is centuries old, but yeah.
and you used to stay outside this school? That's why you know so much about it?
Yeah, my family or clan, whatever you would like to say, we um mostly reside in the treetops, just outside the walls of campus. We are tasked with looking over the school and guarding the school, and because we are tasked with being observant, we tend to keep detailed records and we just know a lot of the comings and goings, but not so much inside the actual buildings.
Oh, so this is all new for you.
Very much so, and I don't like it.
Hmm. I don't know how I feel about the whole school part, but there's a lot of interesting people here, so I think it might be fun.
See, I don't like people. I tend to just keep to myself and um kind of do my own thing, and part of me feels like that's why they chose me instead of anybody else. Because I would have been much more comfortable staying at home.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I definitely think that the dead people here are far more interesting than the alive people here.
But I can't see those. I can't see them. Not
I
like
can see
Oh.
you.
dead people.
Well,
Unfortunately, I am stuck in the realm of the living.
yes, that is unfortunate for all of us. And she just like stops talking and stares off at just like a random corner in the room.
like a dog.
like a cat when they look up and do the.
So Kadeem,
What's up?
you go down the hall like you're pretty dead set on getting Shannistar this nightcap, and you hear a familiar voice around the corner. It's up to you if you wish to go further to the voice or not. But what you hear is, my friend. You hear Orkagajdi. You summoned me, yes? That's all you hear. Do you wish to go forward or do you wish to stay where you're at?
If I can hear them, I'm going to stay where I'm at. I don't wish to try to get too close because I have disadvantage on stealth. So
Okay. So by doing so, by making that choice, you can only hear the interaction that Plarg is having. You can't hear who he's having it with, but you hear that he said Master Yossi, so you can assume. But you hear the Plarg say, "You summoned me, Yossi," and then a little bit of a pause. What do you mean this is my last year teaching? And then you hear a little bit more of a pause. Do you know what I've done for this school? And then you can hear a little bit of Yazdi's voice. I won't stand for it, Plarg. You have done unsanctioned dig sites, and that goes against the school. I don't care what goes against the school. What matters is the defense of this school. Do you know how many constructs we've salvaged this year? Half of the normal. It's very passionate. At this point, that's about what you can hear. You can decide if you wish to continue hearing or not.
I'm going to listen for the end of the conversation from where I'm at.
Okay. Then you hear, I will teach this year, and you will give me plenty more years. I know. And then you hear him being cut off, but you don't hear what she's saying. And then after a pause, he goes, "Yes, well, all right. Of course, you know where I'm at." And then he starts to walk back.
Okay. I'll do I have the nightcap?
No, you don't have a nightcap. But you can do whatever you like. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna start making my way back to the dorm rooms, and are we're like the night's not over, right? Like we still have like the
Right.
whole night to get through, correct?
Rather early at night. Yeah, it's dark, but it's not been dark for long.
Okay. How many feet would you say is between each of the bedroom doors or the dorm
Oh, not
room, like each of the rooms are in?
2 feet, like just enough feet for people to walk through, like I'd say 2 persons width.
I mean, like, because I'm in the middle of like the one that the men are in and the one the women are in, correct?
Right. Yeah. So you're not too far up from their rooms. You're at a corner that turns into like a corner of the hall, and then
Okay.
Plarg, I would say Plarg is about maybe 15 feet from you, maybe 20
Okay.
feet.
Yeah, so I'm going to walk back to Shannistar and Ezekiel's room, and I'm going to knock on the door again.
So as you do that, Plarg notices you're away from your position, and as you about to knock, you hear Plarg going, "Katim."
Larg, it is nice to see you again.
And he just hobbles with his cane. "Plarg, are you watching your position?"
You are Plarg, correct?
"I am."
Yes. I am watching my position. I believe I heard something down the hall, and I went to investigate, but it looks like there are no threats in the immediate area.
He puts his hand on your shoulder. "Good, good, good. You need anything, or are you looking for anything? Are you okay?"
I don't believe so. I think that, well, I heard a strange conversation from the men's room.
"Okay. Well, I trust you're watching it, good boy. I'm gonna go ahead and retire for the night." And then, like, he just kind of loses interest, and he just walks away. And
Suggestion:
yeah,
you should get some more sleep.
"Yes, Kadim, thank you. I need sleep." And he's very kindly just like thanks you and kind of hobbles away. And you tell he's tired. He's like, "Oh."
All right. Well, if everything else seems all right, I will go ahead and knock. Shannistar,
Yes, you brought that nightcap.
there are no nightcaps in the area. I am sorry. I have failed my mission.
It's fine. Wine is preferable, but whiskey would do.
I do not believe that I can make that happen tonight.
Hmm. He leans back up to Ezekiel. I was wrong about the help.
I mean, does he really look like the kind that's gonna know where to find the whiskey?
Fair point.
Nothing against you, servant Bathrobe man. Thank you for the hat. Where's mine?
There are no hats.
He really is bad. I'm imagining Ezekiel's just coming in and out of this trance. He's like, oh god, he does suck.
Well, if everything seems all right, I'm going to go ahead and cast alarm on the vicinity in between the rooms where I'm going to be stationed at.
Okay.
You bastard.
So I'll go ahead and use a first level spell slot, and I will put an alarm on that area, and I will make it to where. Let's see. I'm going to designate it so that the main four, like the ones in their bedrooms, will not set it off.
Okay.
And then let's see.
Takes him a
And
minute to
I'm going to make it an audible alarm so that if something does trigger it that's not these four, everyone will be able to hear it within 60 feet.
Okay. God forbid somebody uses the bathroom.
I was gonna say I was
Well, I mean,
tempted to just do. You know, would I see him? Because I mean, it takes a minute to cast. It's all synaptic. It's like everything, audio, audible,
It's
visual.
an audio visual component spell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
No.
an RCA TV.
Yeah, no, I don't like silvery barbs.
So Trevor has the roll to see if it makes it or not.
Yeah, it's
How does that work?
Distract the triggering creature in turn its momentary uncertainty into encouragement. Triggering creature re-rolls the d20 and uses a lower roll, so you have disadvantage.
It's not a roll.
Is it not?
Oh, is it not a roll?
No, alarm is just you just set it. I don't think there's a way to
Okay.
counteract it.
Okay.
It doesn't have a
Okay,
roll
gotcha.
or anything.
So I
You
fucking
can
wave
save
my
that.
hand. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
whatever. If I have to pee, I go in the corner.
No, you won't set the alarm off. I'm setting it to where if anybody tries to get into their dorm rooms, it'll set off an alarm. If they leave their rooms, it will not set off the alarm.
Oh, so we can pee.
In the
I am
corner.
doing this to protect them against being intruded on.
Okay.
So with that, we'll go ahead and unless unless anybody has anything else they want to do before the
Are
night
there-
finishes.
Are there windows in our room?
No, there are no windows in your rooms, but there are windows in Alistaria and Phelan's room.
Wow.
Ha! Eat shit.
Might have to.
They're in the dungeon.
There's a troll in the dungeon.
Some gets that.
What were you thinking, Blake?
Thinking I'm gonna go get my own goddamn nightcap. I gotta sneak past, the robot guard from hell. Actually, I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, okay. So you,
Just walking past him. As I walk past him, I'll pat him on the arm. Just very light finger, as if trying not to touch. You do good
Okay.
work. Just walk.
so
Shanastar.
Oh, go ahead.
Shanastar,
Mhm.
where are you going?
To find a nightcap.
I have already tried to procure one for you and was unable to do so. You should stay in your room for the night.
Well, because of your failure does not mean that I will.
Are you continuing to walk off?
100%. I'm gonna go find a whiskey glass or a wine glass or something. Dealing with this nonsense, people sneaking into my room, brandishing daggers. A robot punched my door.
Sounds like you're just crazy.
You hear in this big booming voice that sounds like a little distorted. He goes, "Halt." And I'm going to use a first level spell slot to command you to halt.
All right,
That's a wisdom save of 14.
you got it.
Hell yeah.
Natural 20, so it's a 23.
I like seeing when I can see Blake's nat 20s. Makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Everyone's like, hey, he's not lying.
So I guess he keeps walking.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
I'm gonna
so-
look around. I'm gonna stop and look at you for a minute. Like, don't do it again.
You need to return to your room. I must insist.
You must you. And I'm gonna keep walking again.
Then I will
Um,
dash up to you and try to grapple you.
Everyone could put their
No.
penises away. That'd be cool.
there's a so we'll say there's a night nurse on duty who comes out of her area, like who hears it, and
Here's this
this night nurse
commotion.
just so the third shift night nurse from the first aid station, is hearing this because there shouldn't really be much noise at this time, and she comes in, she goes, "Can I help anybody?"
Yes, the help is trying to attack me. Can you send it away?
I am not trying
She's
to
like,
attack. I am insisting that he stays in his room for the night.
"Oh well, we'll make sure he's okay. Go on now." She shoos you back to your station, and she goes, "What can I get for you, sir?"
I'm just off to get a nightcap. Do you
"Oh,
have
I got
like
nightcap.
wine, something?
For the students.
Why? I can get you a nightcap, honey. We can you can get. I don't know about the wine. She's still trying to shoo like Kadeem back to his post,
But
The wine is the nightcap. I don't understand.
and she thinks for a second. I think I got something just the trick. And she comes back and
Nyquil.
she gets like a little drink that it's not like a straight alcoholic drink, but it's a drink that they have for like meals. That's tasty. And she's like, "Here you go, honey. That's all I got."
Oh, very well.
Oh,
He'll take it and go back to his room.
she
I'll be
does.
back at my station and I'm just going to be making very uncomfortable eye contact
I'm
with you
gonna
the entire time.
side eye that motherfucker so much.
As as Chancellor walks away, she goes, "Name's Ruth," and she goes back. So you've got your quote unquote nightcap. And at this point, is there anything else anybody wants to do before the evening draws to a close?
If there's a second glass, I'll pour half of it in there and hand it to Ezekiel.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
She called it a nightcap. I don't know how much it will work, but
He just literally sent the gift to Kalina of Bobby Hill laying on the couch eating potato chips off his chest. I was like, "This is Zeke." Just kind of sits there with the glass on his chest. He's like, "Oh." He like kind of scoots off to like lean over so he doesn't in his face like you see a bunch of his clothes fall off because he dumped them on his bed and didn't put them away because he never really had to before. He's just sleeping on his folded laundry. And he's like, what but he takes a sip. What is it?
all right. Well, it's got alcohol, but it's not like a heavy alcohol. It's like a tasty alcohol. It's like it's like a white girl drink.
Oh, I love the cloths that are white. Sorry.
That's
Loud
all they
dog
had.
dog started barking, so I was checking on Rose to make sure she's not waking up, and she started moving around.
Mhm.
Oh boy, this is oh, whatever. It's free.
It is dissatisfying, but is what they had. We could have gotten better, but the help got problematic.
Oh, I heard. This sounded real fun.
So at this point, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. If you still have anything else to say.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
All
We're
right.
good.
So
I'm
the
drinking.
evening. We will now just kind of fast forward the evening. No alarms go off, Kadeem.
Okay.
Alistaria, the best sleep you can get. Being an owl, still getting used to the sleep schedule. How does Phelan sleep these days?
With her eyes open.
That's
Okay.
Really creepy.
It sounds like sleep is just of the essence in Alistair and Phelan's room. And in the morning time, Kadim has been programmed to, at a certain time of the morning, notify everybody to wake up for breakfast and then class.
It's just it's like just a recording of a hawk screech.
No.
It's just Shannistar, who's like have really like bad sleep because he's just like trying to come in and out of this weird sleep schedule. Just alert, like predator. It's coming to kill us all. No, just that immediate like eye open of what the fuck was that?
Is he like freaking out, running around the room, or?
No.
Okay.
No, like when there's a predator, the first thing that most of them do is they go completely still. He just.
Oh, I hate that fucking robot.
You think it's got a power supply and we can just cut it?
Yeah, I truly do. I'm going to do it. I'm going to kill it. I'm going to kill the robot. I'm going to go home after I kill the robot, and I'm going to live a very happy life.
Well, remember, it's not murder because it's not alive.
Oh, I'm going to turn off a robot. I don't think they'll send me home for that.
Poor Kadim, who is outside the hall hearing all of this.
I was just ordered to do a job. I don't know any better yet.
How do I cry?
Alistair and Phelan, you all hear this as well. It's pretty audible.
We do?
Yeah.
Out in the hallway? Or
Yes. So I would presume, Kadim, you open their door so that way they can hear it better.
I didn't know. I'm not going to go into their rooms. I was just sort of standing out in the hall,
Yeah, I would
screeching
say
like a
that
hawk.
I would open the
So
door.
yeah.
Just stare intently.
Good morning, Phelan.
Is this normally how you wake people up?
Yes, I was programmed with an alarm to make sure that the students wake up on time for class.
Well, we should update that program and teach you how to eat food. Are you ready to learn today?
I will try my best. You would have to discuss with Plarg how to change the alarm. This is my only one.
You're only one?
Yes.
And
This
then
is the one they gave me.
she shuts the door.
Man.
Are you ready for breakfast this morning?
Almost. And then she just like looks to the side and is like, and then she starts to get ready.
Would you like to know what is on the menu this morning?
Yeah, yell it through the hallway. So everybody knows.
I can
Okay.
kill you.
When everyone is ready, I have the menu for breakfast this morning.
Does that channel through like all the rooms like a shitty intercom? Oh,
Yeah, I'm like right outside your room, so
actually, yeah, they're right across the hallway, aren't they?
yeah.
Okay, I thought
Yeah,
it was like
yeah.
different hallways, but
Yeah, I thought we were like, they separated us to like different halls.
pins over there, badge over there. Stay out.
Different sides. Yeah.
Please, don't worry. I already know what I'm going to eat. More sleep. And he just rolls over.
You should probably wake up. We have classes starting soon.
But you said it's breakfast. I'm not worried about breakfast. I'm worried about classes.
Right,
I'm
but
worried
you
about
need energy
breakfast.
to start your day.
The fuck I
I'm
do?
getting Baymax AF for these right now.
What?
Baymax from Big Hero 6.
This morning, we have sausage and veggies with eggs and milk.
They put the sausage in the milk. Why
Yes.
would they? Why would they do that?
I believe they are separate items.
Huh.
Mm.
And of course, as enough time passes by, you all meet outside. And once y'all are woken, after a couple minutes pass by, y'all are proper and you all meet out in the hallway before going to breakfast at the same time. So then Kadim is kind of like he waits for his group before they all go to the dining area. Dining area is not far away. Y'all get to the dining area as a group, and y'all can smell the food before you even get inside the room or inside the hall. The windows are open. It's a nice day outside. Students are kind of coming in and out with food in their hands, and they're they're getting ready to get their books assigned to them for their first class, and you guys start to funnel in, and you hear the clinking of the metal like serving food, and you hear a very familiar voice. Ah, it is the group I met yesterday. Breakfast time is here.
You putting something in your mouth. I was like, well, all right, he's really getting into this.
Tom starts eating fake food.
Yeah, Tom, just show me up again, man. That's cool.
Yeah, Blake RP eating fake food. What the fuck?
Went ahead and door dashed everybody what would be on the breakfast menu. You can go ahead and take it.
So I had to plan it out. It's probably arrived in random intervals. It just put it in the fridge till I say it's ready, and then just throw it in the microwave for 30 seconds. Why only 30 seconds? Because lukewarm is how we serve it.
Oh man.
I am gonna talk to
So-
the chef guy.
Yeah. He's plating up food. He takes a second. Well, Hazelia, remind me your name again. I'm trying to remember.
Shanistar.
Oh, the Shanistar. Good morning.
Morning. I need something prepared.
Is anything? What can I do for
I would like a nightcap, so that I may have it this evening.
you? The nightcap. Can you
Yes.
explain what you would like in the nightcap?
I would prefer a wine, but I am not particular.
He kind of looks, kind of sizes you up just to kind of gauge what your request is. He hunched down. This is for you, but it must be the secret.
I shall keep your secret, and you will be risen in the ranks of the chefs.
Baylena's actually standing right there, and she's just looking at it. You're strange.
You did not have to deal with the robot.
I mean, I heard his alarm setting this morning. Do you think he would like eggs? I wonder if he could eat eggs.
I think he
Does
would
he
like
say
the milk. Give him. I think
Oh.
if you give him the milk, he may be able to eat that.
What if I put the eggs in the milk?
Ah, yes, that would be best.
Oh, that's so smart.
Shanistar, just there's that little itty bitty smile that he doesn't know how to do yet. That's just kind of like one sided. Yes, it is smart.
Yeah, she gets herself food and then also gets a glass of milk, but puts eggs in it.
So yeah, there's nice cold glasses of milk already poured. Different varieties of eggs. There's boiled eggs, scrambled eggs, poached, deep fried, shrimp, and then they're all laid out different platters.
Bubblegum shrimp,
Uh,
barbecue
Master
shrimp.
Master Guillaume says to Shanstar, "When you are about to leave, I will have the to-go order ready."
Thank you. You're a good man.
And then he looks over at Ezekiel and Alistaria. What can I get for you this morning?
Uh, do you have ostrich?
There's like just a couple ostrich eggs, like right there, all ordained. He's like, I do have the ostrich egg. Bring the ostrich egg. And there's like
He's-
a little like helper.
Okay, okay, yeah. I'll have ostrich egg with a side of scotch.
He sizes you up. He goes, "Oh, I don't know if I can serve you scotch, Ezekiel."
You can.
I might have to roll persuasion on that one.
That's just a dirt 20.
Reluctantly, you're getting alcohol out of the chef,
Oh,
Thank
and
you.
he leans in and he goes, "You shall keep this a secret as well."
Oh yeah, as long as you keep it coming, that's fine.
And then he continues to plate more of what's on the menu, like big old pieces of like sausage and sausage with veggies and all the eggs and like milk and coffee. And he looks over at Alistaria and he hands her like this nice hot like steaming cup of coffee and he brings it over to her and he goes, I see you need this one, young Alan. Oh, you're muted.
Shit.
oh,
Oh no,
we
And we
lost
lost.
him.
we lost Blake.
I was muted, and we lost.
Yeah, our one of our internets just shit for a moment, so I just switched to the other one.
Okay.
I'm
I
back.
would say bitch in the background.
It.
I heard a very quiet whisper. Bitch.
But she takes the coffee and she like holds it and like kind of fluffs up a little bit and drinks it, and she's like, I need 42 of these.
That is not the best part. And he takes like a little like saucer and he pours what looks like a little bit of cream in there. And that's when see the coffee get a little bit of lighter. He goes, so drink that. That will make it better.
And she drinks it and says, I need 75 of these.
Oh,
We got plenty of that coffee. It is important for knowledge. It is important for the night and the morning. And everybody's, now kind of sits down with whatever food they feel comfortable eating or their appetite. um, so as y'all are sitting down, you hear a voice, and this voice is a little familiar, but it's mostly familiar to Alistaria. Coming in, getting her cup of coffee, and getting like a little to go thing of food, and she goes, "How's my favorite Alistaria, honey?"
She just kind of rolls her eyes and says, Melinda, you know this is too early for all of your energy. Give it time. I have 74 more of these to go before I can deal with all of that.
Honey, you don't got to tell me twice. I know it was a rough night for you. You're trying to get used to the schedule. Trust me, if I can be a morning owl, you can be too, honey.
You know how difficult it was, and yet you still come at me with all of this energy.
Oh, I understand. It's a little infectious. And she comes in and gives you like a little hug.
She like stiffens up like, "Ugh."
She's like, she takes a snap, like, remind me again, honey. Culinary class? Is that what y'all's class is today?
I suppose I'm just
It's gonna be a good day.
she kind of like hunkers down, and it will be a good day when I can go back to bed.
It's at this moment she realizes that you have a group. And she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. You got yourself some friends. Well, hi, friend. I'm Mavinda, honey."
Hello, friend.
Hello, she says as she's trying to like shove the egg milk concoction against
Honey, you trying to?
his face.
She's starting to wipe it off. Honey, you trying to feed that construct? It can't eat.
Mm,
It's just not trying hard enough.
yeah.
Melinda,
My beak does not open.
You should just pour it on it. Maybe it absorbs it like some sort of plant.
She looks like
Melinda,
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I don't know that it's going to be very productive to argue over whether or not he can eat. She's determined. She's persistent, that one. And I like her.
She thinks for a second. I didn't know that plug has constructs that can eat now. That's really neat. That's new. New one to me, honey.
I don't think he can eat yet, but if anyone's going to get a construct to eat, it will be Phelan.
Have you tried opening your beak? Why would it be there if you can't open it?
Let me try. And just sit there and like just completely motionless for a second.
Come on, honey. You
No.
got this.
Alistair
No,
leans over and
nothing.
says, "What about his eye socket?"
Ooh. Yep, she's going for the eye sockets now.
Come on, Big Mama said you can do it. You got this.
I cannot. I am having difficulty seeing.
Wait, do you actually see out of these?
Yes.
Interesting.
Later on, Shanister's just like sawing.
Man, if there's one thing about constructs, they never fail to amaze me. Y'all are so amazing. And as like you see egg and shit on his face. She looks over at Ezekiel. And your name, honey?
Ezekiel?
She looks at you. Oh, Ezekiel. Oh, I heard a lot about you, honey. It's nice to meet you.
Who told you?
Oh, you know. Your grandfather, honey.
He is a great man, and that's about all we have time for here. And he's gonna get up and just like start to like walk away.
Before Mavinda hops away, she looks over at Shanistar. And honey, it is so good to have you. I'm so glad that you made it in one piece, honey.
Thank you, ma'am. That is appreciated.
She tries to give you that patented Alan hug she gives Alsteria.
He'll accept it. He's not really sure what's happening. It's kind of like one of those of just the, what are you doing?
Just glad to see everybody made it. And she has like her cup of coffee in her hand. She raises it and she's walking out. She goes, "Y'all have a good day now." And she's out.
Alistair is just gonna as she leaves, like, I'm never going to get rid of her. She's gonna be around forever and ever.
Did you need help getting rid of someone?
If I get rid of her that way, though, then she's just going to pester you.
Oh, that's fair.
She just kind of like just downs the rest of her cup of coffee. Can I get like the other 150 of these to go?
It's at this moment that Guillaume takes a break from his line of serving and he gets the to-go orders that he's assembled, and These are pretty good sized flasks that he's got, one for Chancellor, one for Ezekiel, and then a very nice, good size flask of coffee with some cream already in it there for Alsteria.
She takes it and just like holds it because it's warm. Like,
Just so you know, when we run off the other teachers, you will be spared.
Ah, compliments of this ship. Wait, what?
Yeah.
I think
Now
we have to
remember-
go deal with the mythology non-teacher today.
Well, the good news is when you leave, today is the culinary class. So remember, when you get to the Witherbloom campus, you will see 6 cauldrons. Each of the cauldrons will be for you. Myself and Dina will be there shortly, and it's going to be a good day.
bring more coffee with you, please.
There will be a big old barrel of coffee. Just coffee.
Only coffee.
She's like still holding her warm flask of coffee. Like, is that not what they got? Did they not get coffee?
Mm,
And she was just like, you know what? I don't care. Walks away.
no,
I don't have
mine,
the energy.
mine is for the opposite reason.
I don't. Okay, I don't have the energy to. No, she just walks off.
So as y'all finish your breakfast, sit down, you all start to walk. Eventually you all start back leaving the eatery, the tavern. And you're about halfway. It's a bit now campus. Y'all are walking. Like many campuses, it's a good sized walk. As you all start making your way, you start seeing Dina with a whole bunch of supplies and her backpacks on, and she catches y'all's eye. She goes, "Hey, Shugs," and just kind of like tries to walk as fast as she can to you all with her stuff. It's like why can't I hold these lemons kind of thing, but with like files and stuff. All right, y'all ready for culinary class today?
Do you need some assistance, Dina?
Well, I won't say no, Shanny. Thank you.
Excellent. You help. Help. You can support this. Yes.
And then she just kind of like gestures towards you to like grab a couple like files and books.
Looks like you volunteered, Shanny.
Do you need
Yeah.
assistance?
Yeah. He'll pick up some books.
Oh,
Well,
thank
he is gonna give Phelan a look with the shanty. Just mm.
Oh,
she oh goddamn, thank you very much. Let me just get this, and she gets this like heavy backpack off her back and just like tucks it on top of Kadim, who now has a backpack.
It is no problem.
And she just catches her breath. Oh my lent, that was heavier than I wished it. Alrighty. Thank you very much. All right, we can just make the walk together, y'all.
Lead the way.
And so that happens. So you all start to make it to Witherbloom, and I found a fun little extra piece of art for Dina. This is just to add some more fun to the whole immersion here. So we're
Oh,
gonna
she's
go to
got a
the
variant.
All
chat. She
right.
has a variant.
Yeah.
Does this one have more
So-
information about her?
No, it doesn't. That's shit, that would have been really good. I should have done that.
Now I can make you.
It's
look
just a
bad.
picture of just perpetual one-upping.
Oh, that's really nice, Tom. Probably should put it in the other chat though.
Oh, she.
Thanks, bud.
Oh, it's in the Fortnite chat. Really? Really?
It's okay, buddy.
There
It looks nice.
So this
It's
is a
neat.
just a fun little picture of Dina, just going through her business at Witherbloom campus. Just taking a moment to admire the they're literally just they're called pests, but they're these little like leeches with legs. Um, she's got her specimen container. Um, yeah, so she now escorts you all to the main area where cooking will be. It's a nice little flat marshland, not far away from a swamp, and not too far away from like a little hill area that you all kind of descend from on a trail. And it's at this point what you see is a cauldron. Um, you see like a picnic table with some knives. You see some logs that are meant for kindle, and you see kind of like a big teacher's table, teacher's podium, and then you see a cage, a big metal cage that is like screeching and like going all over the places. It's got like a tarp over it and it's just shaking and you hear screeching like
Alistair is gonna be like, Kadeem, turn off your stupid alarm. We're already awake.
What alarm?
The alarm that's making all of the screeching again.
I am not making an alarm.
oh shit, that's not Kadeem. Oh, go ahead.
Are you not aware of the fact that real birds exist? It makes it kind of weird considering you are one.
No, I know, but it's loud and it's screeching and it's the exact same way that he wanted us to get up this morning. So
Look,
I thought he had just hit the snooze button.
he likes you. He's following you. Isn't that right, Robot?
I am
Sure.
unsure what you are saying.
Like a pet.
Flip her head all the way around and be like, don't follow me.
Oh, it's so cute.
I am very
So during
confused.
it's at this point, Dina's like, "Oh, nothing to be confused about, hun." And she takes off the backpack from you and like puts it on the little table that the like kind of like the teacher and the teacher's assistant table that's like in front of the cauldrons and starts to take the supplies from Shanster and picks them up and she kind of looks at me and goes, "Thank you," huh? And just like picks them all up. Boy, you all are such help. Thank you all very much.
Yeah,
It is no
Shanny is
problem.
real help.
Yeah, he is.
It's just that eye again.
She just smiles. But then, like, she's smiling, but the weird thing is that, like, she's not quite looking at you. She's always looking a little to the left or a little to the right.
She ends up looking at me, and I'm like, the fuck?
And so now, let's see here. Kalina, can you roll me a perception?
Yes. I'll do it with my in-person dice so that I don't have to deal with Beyond Freezing.
I forgot I have a rose roll for you and me.
Oh, that works too. Do it.
I got this one right here.
That was pretty rough. Pretty rude.
What was rude?
Do it.
Do
I'm gonna
it.
wake Rose up and be like, Kalina,
Do
said,
it.
do it.
Do
Go back
it.
to bed. Should be it. Yeah, I titled that right. Are we good?
Yeah.
Hmm. Aww.
One.
He's using the unicorn dice.
She's so sorry.
Oh, so Kalina, your perception. You kind of scope
Yeah,
out the area.
I mean, it's not. I have a +4, but that's still just a 5. So.
Okay. It's pretty quiet. Like there's not much you pick up in the surroundings other than just the audibly like rattling cage of crazy like near you with the tarp on it, about maybe 10 feet away. That's all you kind of pick up.
Mhm.
But in this type of area for the moment, there's not much wildlife. I guess it's still rather early in the morning. Maybe all the wildlife is still out, both living and dead. So I didn't pick up. You don't pick up anything right now. Um, but you start to hear just a tad bit of like of noise coming from the distance.
Mhm.
Hey ho, it's off the work we go, and it's like it's Guillaume, um, coming from the eatery now that breakfast is done. Everybody's eaten, and now he doubles up as a teacher and the cafeteria guy, so he gets that double pay.
Oh. At least they pay him twice.
So nice. They pay him twice.
And he's coming down with like this like belt full of like cleavers, and he's got a butcher hat, just kind of walking like happily. He goes, "Long time no see, group."
Oh, you also
Greetings.
teach the cooking here.
Yes, absolutely.
Did you
Come
bring more
everybody,
coffee?
come. I did. And he has like on his back like a big like container that he puts on the table, and there's some little cups there, and it's coffee, and then he has like a big old like container of water as well, so there's refreshments there.
My favorite teacher.
And right, why can't teachers make that a thing? Like when they show up, they just have coffee for the students.
Yeah.
They don't make that much salary.
That's fair. There it
Fair
is.
enough.
There's the real reason.
Absolutely, yeah, reality. All right, everybody, bring it in. Dina, come here, let's get ready. Oh yes, Master Guillaume. And she's like she was real excited, and she says to Guillaume, "I hope I do well for my first time assisting somebody. Nothing to worry about. It's gonna be a good day. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the culinary class. Day 1. It's gonna be a great day. Tell me, what is the true magic of food to you?" And he points at Ezekiel.
When it's delivered to me without asking.
Ah, yes, the convenience. Many years ago, food had to be hunted, but now it is on the plate, chopped up, ready for you, and it can be taken anywhere. Convenience is key. One of the true magical ingredients. He looks over at Shanastar. Tell me, Shanastar, what is magic to you in food?
When it removes your enemies.
Ah, yes, the poisonous type, I imagine. There have been many, many deaths from the poisoning of foods. We are vulnerable when we eat. And when we eat a food, we can't taste the poison. I'm sure you are well versed in the poisons. And you see Dina just like looking at him, just like listening, like she caught eye of the conversation of poison. And she looks over at Alistaria. What is one of your favorite foods, young Owlet?
I like field mice and squirrel.
The field mice. It's the true nugget of the forest.
Nugget of the forest.
Can I ask how many people are in this class with the 5 of us?
So there, I would say there's probably a couple groups that are starting to like get set up as well. Let's say there's gonna be 2 other groups of your all size.
We're gonna be that group of friends
Um,
that everybody hates in the school.
How the
That's the
fuck are they
goal.
passing?
Now,
Oh my god, it's we're the community. We're the
We
study
are.
group.
We're the study group from Community. It's true.
Yep.
Now, when we it's at this point that Guillaume tells you all. So today we are going to learn how to hunt, prep, and cook. And today's treat is, and he removes the tarp, and he goes, "The eye twitch." And here's a picture of the creature. I'm gonna send it to you now.
The eye twitch.
The eye twitch.
The eye twitch. What the fuck is that? Oh, you labeled it. Nice.
I'm just gonna go.
The entire campaign, Mike's just taking blows at Mike or at Blake.
It's not me
100%.
that's taking the blows.
So
Mike's doing
you
it.
see, in this rather large cage, a group of the eye twitches, and they're screeching. They're looking with the eye, like their one eye. They're like the way that the eye blinks. It's these little claws that when they close, kind of form a full like cup, and then very quickly it just opens up, and there's these like little strands of like eye juice that kind of like string off the eye, and it just looks. And then you see them all just look at Ezekiel, like all of them just at one moment just look at Ezekiel.
What?
What did you do?
I don't know. I don't want them to look at me anymore. It's weird. Tell them to
You
stop
must
it.
look
Say it to the
like-
teacher.
You must look like prey.
Huh. How much did not we pray?
that is up for you.
He's just like walks to the cage. I will pay you to fuck off.
Here's $20 now. Fuck off.
Yeah.
And then a couple of them start making their look at Phelan. They all just kind of like jitter their eyes at Phelan and just kind of like look at her.
Just stares right back at him.
And then as they're continued doing their like manic like get me out of here kind of thing, you hear Guillaume say, "So today's lesson, be prepared. For when we opens this cage, your goal will be to kill your eye twitch before we cook it."
Okay.
Very well.
Ready as ever.
So he opens the cage. The eye twitches fly out, and then we're gonna roll for initiative, but take a break.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
So do you want us to roll for initiative first and then take a break?
Yeah, go ahead and roll for initiative. Let me know what you get, and then we'll take a break, and I'll get that ready. I'll pull up Blake. I like.
16.
Let's see here. So 16.
14.
Okay.
11.
So Alistaire's was a 16, Kadim's was a 14, Phelan's was an 11.
Blake is a 13.
Yeah, I've got a 13.
And then do you have a rolls roll?
Yeah, I dropped it in chat. Let me know when you watch
Okay,
it.
cool. Thank you.
So cute.
Mhm.
Don't say Mike.
Thanks, you're not correct.
16,
The 16 plus 3, so 19.
19. Nice. Alrighty, very good. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, back from break. So where we left off, the eye twitches fly out of the cage. and they're mad. Like they come out of the cage, and then you hear 2 other cages are released for screen. You see 2 other cages are released for the other 2 groups, so everybody gets to enjoy this moment. So there's plenty of space between you and the 2 other groups of students. Um, very identical creatures. These eye twitches are. It's hard to make out different like markings on them. But they fly out. They attack you as the group. The first one is going to go for a kind of like a bite, and just essentially like a bite, and they're going to attack Alistaria. You're muted.
I said the fuck.
The fuck indeed. And what is your AC?
Oh, 10.
Okay, so 24 hits.
10. Do you not have anything on?
No, not.
Double check in your inventory and see if you just need to equip it.
Hold on, I'm gonna spy.
Diving in the Matrix.
Oh no,
No, I don't think I have anything.
She ain't got no clothes
Oof.
or decks.
Oof.
So this eye twitch bites you. It gets a good amount of feathers. And you see some of your feathers kind of like they kind of go a little cray cray from the bite is.
Little quick.
It does 4 damage.
Rude.
All right. And then the next eye twitch starts to kind of zigzag towards Ezekiel. And it's gonna try to do this like real intense kind of like flap, and it's gonna try to scrape you with like the edges of its wings, and it's gonna roll for attack. And what's your AC?
12.
12. Ooh, 12. So if it beats it,
If it
or
meets it,
or
beats it.
Yeah, meets
Yeah.
it, beats it.
beats it. Okay. So you get some scrapes right here, like near the
Can't
back
see
of the
it.
neck, and oh, sorry, camera, my apologies.
It's you right there, my
you
pee
No, people touch.
So you take 2 points of damage,
You little shit.
and then it just kind of looks at you and looks jagged and just starts making like these little screech noise. And then you hear Guillaume, you can beat it. I believe in you, Ezekiel.
I'm going to beat it to death.
Then, I don't know why my camera is coming up. Hopefully it comes up here shortly. And then it's your go, Ezekiel.
Piece of shit. So there's just one fluttering in front of me, yeah?
So right now they are kind of finding their own like target. So for the moment there have been 2 that have flown out, and one's attacked Alistair, and so far attacked you. But they are right now kind of in a cluster, and they're going to be finding their own little preys one after another. So you have a cluster of 4, then you have one over at Alistair, one.
So the one on me, I am going to hit with. What do I have? We never went over inventory. I don't have any weapons, so it's just spells.
It is a magic school.
So on your tables, you will see, we'll say that like you see like like tools that you can carve. You can kind of cut the meat, but you can use it as a weapon. There's a cleaver. There's a bat. So you can take those, and we'll say it's a +2 to your attack.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna grab like something that like scalpel looking.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, definitely there's a nice good sized scalpel. You got it.
I'm gonna go to like stab it just right in its eye because it's an eye.
You're gonna go for the eye stab. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Roll to hit, my dude.
That's 18 plus 2, 25 to hit.
Oh, it absolutely hits. So this eye twitch, you get it in like the tear duct, like kind of where the bottom part of the eye is. I don't know why I'm making the face. I don't know why my camera is not coming up. Sorry, y'all. But
It's all good.
you get it, and you start to see some of this weird, like greenish, like snotty kind of liquid, kind of oozing out from the side of it. And then roll for damage.
Is it still just what do you want me to roll for damage since I'm using a weapon instead of an unarmed strike?
So if it's a dagger, it's a D4.
Yeah, we'll do a D4 plus 2.
It's 3.
Okay, 3 damage altogether. Gotcha. Let's see here. Alrighty. And up next is Alistaria.
Okay. How far away from me is the one that was just biting me?
Not far at all. 5 feet, if that.
Okay. And is it like directly in front of me or is it above me?
It is directly in front of you. It is flying at like your height.
Cool. Um, I'm just gonna try to smack it.
Okay, so like an unarmed
Like an
strike.
unarmed, yeah.
Okay, alrighty.
So that's a 16.
It most certainly hits. So you make an unarmed strike. You definitely get it in the face, in the eye. You have this kind of like membrane, kind of like film on your hand when you retract your hand, and it's trying to clear its eye. Still flying, and roll the damage.
Oh, it just says 2 bludgeoning damage. Oh.
So how much is that? Is that 0 plus 2 or?
I think it's
It
just
just
2.
it literally just says 2. Like it's
Okay.
not a dice roll, it just says 2.
Okay, gotcha. Alrighty. I'm gonna exit Discord and join back and see if that helps my my camera. Cool. Yay. Alrighty.
Can see you again.
I can see me. It's a great feeling. I'm back, y'all. Okay, so thank you. You hear Dina after Alistaria makes that smack. She claps. She goes, "Go, Alistaria, shug!" Like a little clap. And then it is another eye twitch that's going to make its way to Chenistar. So this one doesn't know which way from Sunday it's at. So it's just like trying to like come to realize that it's free, and it just kind of bumps into you, and with its body, it's just going to kind of like do a little slam,
Damn.
and it's gonna roll a 6.
Oh yeah, miss.
Okay. So it just bumps into you, but then it realizes where you're at, and that's its turn. And now it's Kadim's turn.
Okay.
Just smack it out of the air.
Yeah. So do I not have any equipment at all?
So I guess we probably should have gotten y'all some equipment. That's on me. My apologies. As far as
I
equipment,
added the starting equipment in the game, like for paladins.
Same.
okay. So what we can do, we can assume that y'all have the starting equipment at your station, and you can use that to attack. If that makes it
Okay.
easier for you all, that's not going to be too much of a problem.
Yeah, that's all I have is just the starting equipment the game gives
Okay.
you.
So we'll do the starting equipment the game gives you as like a it gives you this next year cauldron to like as like a piece of equipment to battle the eye twitch.
Okay. Well, as my let's see what I want to do. Yeah, I'll go ahead and I guess take my glaive. And
Okay.
has one of them flown up to me yet?
No, not yet. So there's still there's not 6. My apologies, I miscounted. So there's 5. So there's still 2 that are trying to flap from the cage. They're the farthest away, but you still have the ones that attacked Alistaria, Shannistar, and Ezekiel in close proximity. They're all about equally far away from you, about 5 or 10 feet.
Okay. I guess seeing Alistaria being the first to be attacked, I'll go and attack the one that's on her.
Okay.
So I'm
Alrighty,
gonna
bud. Yeah.
go up and smack it with my glaive. That's a 9 to hit.
A 9 to hit, 9 misses.
Okay. And
Anything that
then
you want to... Oh, go ahead.
bonus action. What I want to do. I'm gonna do I'm gonna cast bless, and I will bless. Let's see. I guess I will put that on Shannistar, Ezekiel, and Alistaria.
You will?
Yes.
Follow me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't cast bless. That's an action. Bonus action. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just for next time. You see he grabs the glaive, and his eyes like light up on fire, and it like the weapon starts glowing with a white hot intensity as I put searing smite on my weapon.
Okay. Alrighty.
And that'll be my turn.
Mr. Guillaume just sees the fire. It says something that he sees. Is that right?
Yeah, it's a visual effect. It says let's see. The weapon flares with white hot intensity.
Oh, nice. He just sees the flame. Oh, nothing like the open flame for the food.
The goal is to sear the food, correct?
Absolutely, Kadim. You'll be a chef in no time.
If only I could eat.
Is that how it works? You wish us to burn them?
Absolutely. Any methods possible to take out the eye twitch. We can scrape off the burn marks.
Mm.
And it is now Phelan's turn.
So she sees that Kadim is helping out Alistaria, so she turns to look at the two boys, and there is a solid minute where she's trying to decide which one of them looks like they're less likely to be able to do anything in a fight.
She takes 10 whole rounds to figure this out.
Yeah.
She eventually decides that Ezekiel's nails look too clean. So
Yeah.
she's
fuck
gonna
you.
cast she's gonna bring her hand up and she's gonna cast Ice Knife and she's gonna throw it at the one that is attacking Ezekiel.
Aw,
Okay.
thank you.
Aw, thank you.
What a sweetie.
22 to hit.
Oh, yeah, it hits.
Which god? Man, when you don't use manual dice in so long and you're like, which one of these is a D10?
Yeah.
So 6 damage.
6 damage. Dang. Okay. So the wound that Ezekiel opened up opens even more, and there's just this excess of green fluid that comes from the eye twitch, and it starts to kind of give like a blood curdling scream, like almost very high pitch. So 6 damage. Alrighty. Very good. And was there anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. So now we have, let's see here, an eye twitch that is going to attack Kadim. And it's going to try to like bite at Kadim
Okay.
in his statue.
Chip a tooth.
16.
That misses.
Okay. And it's like a jawbreaker. It's just not happening. But it's like on your this eye twitch is a little bit different. It's actually like perched on your shoulder, trying to like gnaw at your face, and it's just not happening. It's like almost not even leaving scratches. So then the last eye twitch, this one goes after Phelan, and it's just trying to flap at you. And again, like kind of like how the one that attacks Ezekiel's, its wings are trying to like trying to scrape you, and it's going to roll for attack. Oh, that's a 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that misses.
It sure does.
She just goes, "Oh, well, you tried your best."
The pity.
It just leaves from embarrassment. Look at this. And then we go back up to the very top. And this was the eye twitch that was attacking Alisteria. I believe. Was that the first one that attacked Alisteria? Oh, that was the first one that attacked Ezekiel.
First, I thought first one went after Alisteria.
I think
Yeah,
it
the
did
first
go
one
after
did.
Alisteria.
Do I get to go?
Oh,
No.
my apologies, Sinister. You're right.
No.
Thank you.
No, it's fair.
No.
Yep. Go right ahead.
It's fair. There's that one that's near me, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I detest such things. Call team, get him. I'm gonna send my familiar to like attack it, and then I'm gonna use my touch spell through it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna cast Inflict Wounds.
Okay.
But I was told we're supposed to burn them, so I'm going to use my Awakened Spellbook ability to turn it from necrotic damage into fire.
All right. That's cool.
So first, let's find out if it hit. 24.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So, like, instead of it being the normal inflict wounds where, like, you see the scars erupt over it with necrotic damage, now it's more of, like, just these scars of, like, fire erupt around the body. This is, like, the coolest wizard thing.
Yeah.
10 damage.
That was badass. 10 damage?
Mhm.
It shrivels up and it's dead.
Hell yeah.
So,
Cauterizes the wounds immediately.
so what happens to this eye twitch is that it is engulfed in flames. The eye shrivels. It slowly descends and it screeches, and the screech becomes faint. And then the bat is flapping around, and it's like ring, ring, ring. And then you see Guillaume put it out of its misery, Dina, and gives her some water and douses the flame, and it's charred, man.
I never said I was a good cook.
Dina looks over at him and is like, "Oh, that was awesome. That was a great job, huh? You did good."
Thank you.
And put your dead eye twitch on your table with your cauldron, and it's
Yeah.
charred. Like you see pieces of it kind of like falling off from the chard and everything. And then you hear something from Guillaume. Since you killed your eye twitch, young Shanastar, let them kill the rest. And then he asks you to step out of combat after killing one.
Oh, very well.
He
I'll go
sits
step.
down. Okay.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Because I thought this would speed it up, but I think you're actually you're doing some really cool stuff. Let me take that back. Is it okay if I take that back and let you stay in?
Yeah, that's fine.
Do it.
Okay, rewind. Rub.
Yeah, I've never played this wizard like subclass before, but you can changing elements on your spells. This seems like fun. I'm
It
having
does sound like fun.
We're retconning the last 2 seconds. Burns them to the crisp, Shanastar.
You got it, sir.
Then we go back up. So I do thank you for your patience, Blake. I got yours and Valen's initiative mixed up, but we'll correct that next time.
Yeah, no worries. But
So now we're back up to the eye twitch that was attacking Alistaria. It's gonna go for a bite. It thinks you're yummy. Does a 2 hit?
No.
It's trying to give through like this big old like hunk of feathers, and it's just like not happening.
Just like
The mouth is real small. It's not really do too much. And then the next one is the one that's on Ezekiel. So this one is gonna go for a bite. And 19.
That's gonna hit.
It's gonna hit.
Yeah.
2 damage.
No. I'm dead.
No. Save me.
Killed a student day one. Damn.
Then it is your turn, Ezekiel.
So is the scalpel still in the eye that I stabbed it?
Yeah, we'll say it is. In my head, I was thinking you were holding on to it, but yeah, we can say it's in there.
I imagine Ezekiel's the prissy kid that's gonna be like, no.
So since it's the top of your turn and that scalpel's been in there, we're gonna say that it took an additional 2 like progressive damage for that scalpel being in there.
Oh, nice. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna be like, okay, this is not what I expected. It's fun and scary fun.
Very fun.
I was going to use furry, but that's not right. That's the bear. Okay, here we go. Heat metal on the knife.
Oh,
oh,
Nice. I like it.
yeah.
That's not even a roll that's happening. So, well, here comes 11 damage
11 damage.
from heat metal. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
it kills the eye twitch, man. Like You hear it screeching. So you hit the eye, and
Yeah.
when you hit the eye, the goo just pours out of the eye, very like almost like lava, but not obviously not as hot. And then you get the rest of that goo like on your hand, and it just falls completely dead to the ground without its eye.
Just imagine the scalpel just burning through it to the other end of it and coming out.
And
Yeah.
boy, do you hear that crackle. You hear that as it like hits the little liquid in the eye.
Anybody have a band-aid?
Anybody
Dina's like
want a peanut?
Dina's like, I got you,
I could in
Shug. 2 down, 3 to go. So then it is Alistaria's turn.
So going with the pattern of fire here, I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray on this thing.
Oh gosh.
There you go.
All right.
And that's gonna be a 20.
It absolutely hits.
And that's 9 damage.
Okay. Did you deal damage to that one attacking you already, or it's
Two.
been attacked, right?
I
Yeah,
dealt
even
2 and then
Kalina dealt.
well,
And then
Kadim went after the one that was attacking
Oh.
me.
Yeah.
Kalina went after
The one that was
Okay.
attacking Ezekiel.
So it has been taken. Okay, since it's already like that is going to be enough to kill it. So you also hear the sizzling. You see the bat wings start to kind of like sizzle and get holes punctured through it, and it just kind of falls as well and shrivels up. But none of these are charred at the level of Shannistar's. These are all like roasted, but his was charred.
Yeah. Well, you've also
So
got 2 more rays.
Yeah,
No,
you
we
have
have
like
one.
more than just one.
Scorching Ray does 3 of them. It's a 2nd level
Oh.
spell.
damn.
So you get to attack the other ones.
Yeah, if you want to attack the other ones. You still got the one that's gnawing at Kadim's rock skull, and the one that was trying to like get in Phelan's hair.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and hurl the other 2 at those. Do I make individual attack rolls for those?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which one do you want to do first?
I'll do the one on Phelan first.
Okay.
So that is a 17.
Oh, it hits.
And that one is 6 damage.
Okay. So it takes a big like hit, and it catches it sees you, and then like it deals a lot of damage to its body. But then it starts to kind of like fly and shake off the heat, and it's still flying, but not to the same energy. It's definitely hurting. It's starting to fly a little bit lower.
Okay, and then the one on, you said he's on Kadim?
Yes, right next to his rock head.
23.
Please be careful when you aim that.
Just blows a hole through Kadim.
Oh, you can
Now
use
you
that
can
now. Yes, now I just pour the food in there.
So it was a
Kadim's gonna like
23
have
to
to power
hit.
down one day, just wake up and
Right.
part of his beak's missing.
Yeah.
Phelan's just got a
You said
straw
it
in it. Sorry,
You
I'm
said it was
sorry.
a 23 to hit.
Yeah,
you're fine.
23 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
And it was 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay, so what happens is it does 7 damage to the eye twitch, much similar to the other one that you managed to zap or however the ray hits. Now because the way that it was on Kadim, we're gonna be because of the way he's sitting and how close his face is, we're gonna say that Kadim takes half damage. So Kadim will take 3 damage.
Oh, sorry.
That was a little hot.
He's got some.
I,
Kadim's got a little char mark, but it didn't like mess up his rock or anything. You could probably get that off some water.
I did not mean to do. I was trying to hit the. I mean, I did hit the. I would, and she just kind of like,
You did great.
Just be careful next time.
I think you did well.
Thanks.
Ezekiel's like, I'm not gonna say
Did you
shit.
just see it? I totally killed this thing. Look at it, it's dead.
He's like, I blew mine up.
That's so cool.
Oh, I just meant because she hit the help.
So the eye twitch that's on Phelan, it's its turn, and it's starting to realize, that it probably needs to like defend itself. It's coming to its senses. It's not as sporadic, and it's going to try to take a bite at Phelan. And damn, this is not good rolls for these twitches. Does a 7 hit?
Does not.
Okay, so it does not hit. It's trying, but you see, like you managed to avoid the attempt. And then the next turn in line is Kadim.
Okay. So the one that was on me is gone, correct?
Correct.
All right. So where is the next closest one?
So the one that Alistaria hit is still close to you, but it's no longer like perched up on your head trying to bite at you. It's still within 5 feet, and then Phelan and hers is about maybe 10 feet away from you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go for the one that's closest to me.
Okay.
So I will just take another swing at it with my weapon.
Okay.
Wow, that's an 8.
It misses.
Let me see. And I don't think Searing Smite. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
So it's thankful for its life that it missed your glaive attack.
Yeah, I'm still getting used to waking up from my deep
Yeah.
slumber.
He's
Wake up.
rusty. It's okay.
Wake up. Mega.
Wake up.
You want to? All right. So Shannistar.
Wait, I thought you swapped me and Blake.
I did. So last turn I did you, and then I forgot to do Shannistar. So in the rotation it's supposed to be Shannistar then you, but we can keep it in that same order.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, let Phelan go, and then I'll go after.
Okay, gotcha. All right, Phelan, it is your go.
Oh, we're supposed to do fire. Okay, I get it now. And she holds her hand out, and I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Flame Blade.
Mm,
Yeah.
So this long scimitar of fire comes out from her hand, and she's just gonna swing at the one directly in front of her. It's gonna be 16 to hit.
it hits all day.
And that's 4 plus 4 plus 4. So 12 fire damage.
Alrighty. Now, so it kills the eye twitch. It slices it. You said so. Is it like 3 different slices of the centaur? Is that how it works?
No, it's just a 3d6 is the damage, but it's just
Okay.
literally a blade made of fire.
So you do like a diagonal cross section of the bat. It slices into literal 2, and then you see these flames coming from the middle where the fire was, and you hear that crackle, that, and then the bat just doesn't screech. It dies, and you can see this cross section, the inside of the eye. You can see some of the bones, some of the meat, the tendons, and it's dissected in half.
I don't know that smells very appetizing, but
You wanna
okay.
you wanna roll for perception for me?
Yes. 16.
So once it dies and you observe just kind of its body, you start to notice these faint wisps that start to kind of encircle your group and the other 2 groups. and it's the eye twitches that have been dead that are kind of like still their spirits are kind of flying around aimlessly, looking at their like above their corpses.
Oh, how interesting.
And they start to kind of like eventually like start to fly in larger. Like they get their ground and kind of the spirits kind of fly away. And there's one left, and it's the one that is on Kadim, and it's gonna it's gonna perch back up on you and again try to gnaw at your head again like it did last time, just like
Okay.
11.
That misses.
Okay. And now we're back up at the top with Ezekiel.
Wait, Blake has not gone.
Oh, I skipped like again. No.
Yep.
It's okay, buddy.
No!
It's okay.
It's always Blake.
It's all right, buddy. I've done it before too.
What?
I have done it quite a lot. Quiet you.
I just remember the one time with Austin's, that was it, but not back to back.
No, it has. It's happened. So there's just the one left,
Mhm.
and it's on the
Yes,
help.
there is. It's on the help.
Fine. He's just gonna kind of flick his hand. I'm gonna cast Shadow Bolt.
Okay.
12 hit.
It does hit. Oh wait, its AC is 12.
Okay, so
So
yeah.
yeah.
It's 2 shadow damage. It's literally just yeah.
This thing is like, okay, so it takes the shadow damage, and it is no longer like flying. It is no longer like moving except for its mouth, just trying to like, with all of its energy, get one little bite of Kadim, and it's like, it's almost like ready to be put out of its misery at that point. So it's like
on the ground.
so it is hurting. And now we're back up to Ezekiel.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, so there's just the one left on robot.
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of funny.
Well, it's at 1 HP. If you want me to give you a how do you want to do this, I feel like we need to give you a how do you want to do this. It's just about to die.
Okay, I'll use Mage Hand to poke it in the eye, or just to smack it, just to smack the shit out of it.
Okay.
So when you smack it, when you smack it, because of just how in like poor condition it is, it smears on Kadim.
Oh,
Oh.
Grody.
Oh.
That's okay, Kadim. We can make stew out of it.
As long as the stew does not include me.
No, not at all. And then you've all taken.
I don't know. I've had rock stew before. It wasn't awful.
Yeah. I think if anybody's going to turn him into anything, Shanna Star may try to turn him into Whiskey Rocks.
Hmm.
And then Dina and Guillaume are just seen clapping like, bravo, bravos, magnifique, as a matter of fact. And then Dina's like clapping like, y'all did so good. I knew y'all would do good.
We look at the other groups and they've been done for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Ours.
They're just calmly like cutting into the meat and everything already. As well, let's prepare the food. So at this point, Shanastar's got his charred one. Ezekiel's got his, his roasted one. Alistair too. I think Ezekiel's is the one that's got roasted and no eye. Balin, yours is 2 pieces. And Kadeem, yours is just a goopy mass.
Okay.
So at this point, everybody's remnants of the eye twitch is now on their table next to the cauldron. And now that you dispatched it, it's time to cut the meat, cut the fat, season it. And now we're gonna have y'all choose either a survivor roll or a dexterity roll to see how well you season and prepare the meats.
I don't know why my
Survival.
survival is +6, but I'm gonna take it.
Oh,
I'm
'cause
gonna
you're
do
a
survival
druid,
as well.
So you got wizard.
Oh yeah, I am a druid.
Survival or what?
Survival or dexterity. So if you want to do like a dexterity check or a survival check, to represent your finesse with the blade or just your knowledge of like your culinary. It's kind of weird. I was looking at what's the best one for cooking. There's not really one that you do. We're gonna give you 2 options, either a survival check or dexterity check.
Okay. I got 17.
Fair.
I got
What
a
was it? You
15.
guys, let me get these down.
17.
Survival or dex.
7.
All right. What was
No
yours
team,
again?
just 7.
So you got a 7, Chanister.
I have a 7.
What about you, Zico?
I have 17.
And Alistaria?
15.
I got a 14.
14. And Kadeem?
10.
10. Alrighty, so Guillaume starts walking around the cauldrons. It is important to know the meat that you're cooking. It is important to know how much fat to leave on the body for the flavor, and how much season to use. And as he's walking around, Shanister is just like using his hands to like break off pieces of the fat. And you're just a salt and pepper guy, so you're just using some basic. There's some real basic seasoning, not a whole lot, just like getting it done. But then you see Kadeem pulling all the fat off completely, just leaving very lean meat. Um,
Out of his goopy mass.
and no seasoning. You just pull up all the fat. And everybody else, Alsteria, Balin, Ezekiel, y'all are looking at the seasonings. You're looking at like the salt, pepper, paprika, onion powder, all that stuff. You're coating it. You're giving it like a good look. Using the knife, getting good chunks of fat off, and y'all get done seasoning the meat.
I've watched so much Gordon Ramsay for this.
Oh.
Gordon Ramsay.
Hmm.
Ezekiel's just putting like gold flakes in him.
Yeah.
Ezekiel's like he's got his together. Well, where is the chef? Come, make this, hurry.
So then Dina starts handing you all culinary books, very much like school books. And then you hear her say, "Go to page 200, hun, for the eye twitch." And then she says that to everybody. So, y'all have your books and start opening them to page 200. It has like a little cross section of like the eye twitch, different recipes. It's parchment that's just inked. Ezekiel,
Yeah.
on your book, in the very bottom, you see a 4-digit code.
We're
The
gonna page
4-digit
76
code.
for some tits.
I don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
And the code is 9344. Underneath that code, 9344. underneath that code, it says secret library.
Did you have to give us a secret library because we were going to break into the real one?
Secret
Well,
library.
Secret
So-
library.
You get library code. It's gonna be. It's not a different library. It's the Biblioplex, but it just says secret library 9344. Everybody else has their book out. At this point, you hear Guillaume now start to announce the next step. Alrighty, time to start the dish, and he starts to obtain, big old portions of water to fill the cauldron, start the heat, and then you all put your pieces of the eye twitch into the cauldron. And it's at this point you all start to get the stew ready and get your fire ready and get that ready. And I'm gonna need y'all to make another survival or dexterity check for me.
11.
16.
So I got 11 for Shanister, 16 for Alsteria,
9.
9 for Ezekiel.
9.
I turned it up fast. If I turned it up hotter, it would cook faster, right?
Yeah, that's exactly how you do it.
If I cooked it twice as hot, it won't have to cook half as long.
And what you got, Kadim?
17.
17. Phelan?
13.
13.
My number went down because I got distracted helping Ezekiel. Yeah, just turn the heat up more. No, it can go up more. Here,
Okay,
let's just put
yes.
some oil on it.
Yours is burning.
Huh? Oh no, it's supposed to be like that.
Oh, okay, turns it up.
Now we just take some of this oil and put it in the bowl, and then put it beside the bowl, and then lead it around the classroom.
We have to get up and walk around the classroom?
Oh, I guess we could ask Kadim to do that.
Yeah. Hey, buddy.
Kadim, we want to set the classroom on fire to make sure everything's cooked well.
I don't believe that's a good idea.
Oh.
Well, no, who cares what you think? Gets up.
I think the teacher may.
Kiss ass.
It's at this point Guillaume continues walking around. It is important to stew the meat, to give it a vessel, to spread its flavor into the water. That is the secret to a velvety stew. And he's walking around, and Ezekiel's stew with the meat, it's water. It's got a couple leaves in there, but the meat looks really good. You do put a couple, good seasonings in there, and it looks like it'll turn out okay. Kadim begins to do a really good high heat. He puts the pieces in there to kind of sear, get a good nice little char. Then he puts the water in there, puts the seasonings in there, and he starts to do this really kind of like rhythmic stirring. That's just very consistent. So he's constantly moving the stew around. It's looking really good.
It's all coming back to me.
I was about to say, I want to know how a rock knows how to do this.
And Alsteria, yours is looking really good too. So you've got a good heat going on. You've got a good base with your stew, your seasonings. You start to get a nice little bubble, and it smells good. You're surprised at how good it smells. Phelan, yours is smelling good as well. Rather herby. You're heavy on the herbs. Not a bad thing. And does that leave? Did that leave anybody out? Shannon Star.
No, you didn't leave me out again.
No,
Okay.
I didn't. I was making sure. So then, Shannon, start. Wait, I did. I did go with you.
You just gaslit him. Blake, roll the gaslight.
Roll the gaslight!
Yep.
Tom, roll the wisdom saving throw. Oh.
Okay, I think I got everybody. So then, the food smells like it's coming together. Y'all are giving these plates and cooking utensils to get the meat out and kind of garnish it. And one final dexterity or survival roll.
All right.
Oh,
Ooh.
19.
Ooh,
19, Shannon.
I really got
Ooh.
distracted
11.
by Ezekiel this time.
What you get, Phelan?
I got a 7. That's with my +6, by the way.
Oh no. What about you, Asteria?
12.
And Ezekiel?
We're on Dex.
Yeah, survival or dex.
1. That nasty dice looking at me.
Oh no, that's a nat one.
Same. We both got distracted. No, just turn the heat up more.
No, I
Maybe we
don't
should
think-
put more pepper, maybe?
on the fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you
Farts
spice-
underneath.
You just
if
sit
you
there like
spice the
chucking.
fire.
Not even ground pepper. It's just like little hunks of it. Just
Just throw the little peppercorns and they're just like popping inside the flame.
Ooh,
We just make it pepper spray.
we're just spicing the fire a bit.
oh, can we like swap this with someone else?
Oh, yeah. You see those people back there? They're not
Yeah.
paying any attention. We'll just swap yours with theirs.
God, are they in fact not paying attention?
Can we swap his meal with different students?
You can roll for it. You can absolutely try.
Stealth. What's your
Stealth.
stealth, Mike?
Sleight of hand or I've got +3 to stealth.
So do I.
So sleight of hand is different than stealth.
No, both are +3.
Okay. Yeah, you can try if you want to make a roll for a quick swapperoonie.
The 19.
So this student is completely distracted by talking to another student. Pretty common socializing. And you just walk up and without even like doing like the sneaky, you just walk up and you just take it and put yours over there.
Oh, theirs smells good.
Oh, it's really good, right?
This is- Yeah. So Mike, this person essentially they just rolled high on all three of them. Like the meal looks really good.
I'm also going to prestidigitation on mine and Kalina's because she helped me, like figure it out.
Yeah. So do you want a presentation kind of like make the presentation just look better? Is that what you're looking to try to do?
You can make the flavor better, right? Like you can yeah, you can do up to 3 of them. I thought is that you can make it smell better, appear better, and taste better.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Flavor
Okay,
up to
yeah.
1 cubic foot of non-living material for 1 hour.
Okay. So if you want to use it on yours and Phelan's.
Yeah.
So what we're going to say with prestidigitation, we're just going to say that it heightens the flavor and the aroma of the meal.
Ripping bowls.
Yes, they
Ooh.
elevate. It elevates it.
Yeah, I'm watching Gordon Ramsay. Oh, you elevated the dishes.
So as everybody else is plating their dish and presenting it, you see Guillaume make one more pass. It is also important to make the dish beautiful. It must shine. It must glisten. Nobody wants to eat a dish that looks sad and lonely.
I'm gonna look over my shoulder at the one we swap it out.
Oh, theirs just looks kind of sad, don't you think?
Oh yeah,
Um,
it's just it's really would suck to be them.
So Shannon Star, this is where his dish shines. So he puts together um a very interesting formation with the meat in a way that is just very presentable. Like even though his meat is charred, he's at least presenting it in a good way. Um, which is something. Then Alistair and Kadim, they just plate it up. They pile it up there and plate it in the center. Um, Nothing fancy, nothing horrible. Um, on the mid, and y'all present your dishes for Guillaume and Dina to taste. All right, Dina, this is the best part of being the assistant is the tasting. And he gives her like a little like spoon to taste the meat and everything. Um, she grabs the spoon, but she likes to eat with her hands, and she takes like pieces of it. She'll start eating Ezekiel's meal. So they'll take a bite out of it, and Kim takes a bite of it, and they're like, mmm, it's the best. How did you do this, Ezekiel? It's so good.
Well, look at her face like the secret is we you throw the peppercorn into the fire, kind of makes
Yeah,
the essence just rise.
you spice the fire.
Spices and fire. I've never done that before.
Well, you never had something like this, have you?
No, I have not. He's just so profound. It's like it's more than food. Oh, A plus, my friend.
I'm gonna
And
mimic the French thing.
he goes over to they go over to Phelan. Ah, this smells real good as well. And look at the herb. Oh, it looks so good. I must take bites. And they both take a bite. It's good too, Dina. How is this so good? I don't know, Shug. What did you do to do this? She asked Phelan.
Oh, I threw some sage in the fire, and then something I scraped off of Kadeem when he wasn't paying attention. I don't quite know what that one was. Um, and then I turned the heat higher and added paprika.
You just see Dina kind of like, and just like, it's real good, Shug. Brilliant, I say. All right, let's see the next one. And goes over to Kadim. Ah, Kadim, our faithful construct. Was it weird cooking without being able to eat?
It is rather odd that I am here cooking, but I think as I do so, my olfactory senses are enlightening me to a time before.
Oh, that's beautiful. He takes his cloth and wipes off some of the dried pieces of bat and everything off you, and he's like, that's just brilliant. It's its true advantage to cooking. No, not being able to taste means that you have an equal balanced palate. It's just all in the execution. And they eat it, and they're like, that's not bad for a construct. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you
Poor
for the
construct.
opportunity.
And then they look over at Shannon Star. Ah, I was waiting for this one. It's well done.
Thank you. I thought I did a good job as well.
They take a piece and it's very dry and it's crunchy. Like you hear the and you hear Dina crunch as well. And it's like, well, honey, I think you took that eye twitch out in glorious fashion. Even though it turned out a little burnt, I still like it. She smiles at you.
Thank you.
You know, there are people who like well done food. No two palates the same, I say. And then looks over at Alistaria. And last but not least, Alistaria. Tell me, did you enjoy cooking today?
It was fine.
Can I have a taste of your food?
Of course.
Bon appetit. And it's good too. I mean, looking at everything, it's pretty good. I would say, overall, probably one of the best that just naturally, flavor wise, temperature wise. But you just hear Guillaume and Dina just kind of like eat, and they go, "Mmm, I think your meat is very well done, Alistaria. Not well done as in Janastas, but I love the flavor. I think you have a very good natural talent for the cooking. Wouldn't you agree, Dina?" Oh yes, absolutely, Shug.
You just kind of
Oh come on, Shug, you did really good. And she holds up her hand for a high five.
she'll kind of like
That's spirit. Alrighty. Well, that's an excellent day. And you start at this point you hear a thud, and coming from the distance, you see a large tree folk, and this is a Witherbloom faculty member, Eudora. And here is a picture of Eudora.
That's a vagina.
Yep.
You're not gonna talk about it.
That's a Janie.
Is that Eudora I hear stopping around? Eudora, yes. And he's just scratching himself, like kind of like scratching his side. Eudora tired, Guillaume. What do you mean you're tired? It's early today. Eudora's not feeling well. Garden can wait for Eudora tomorrow. I want everybody to make a perception roll for me.
You did.
12.
12,
Well,
6.
6.
14.
I also rolled a 12.
you fool.
Okay. What'd you roll, Trevor?
A 12.
12.
12
Alrighty,
party.
so everybody but Alistaria notice Eudora's very big tree folk scratching. You notice the way that he's scratching, there is it's kind of like a rash or something like a heightened part on his body where like the bark is, that looks like 3 slashes, and then one that's kind of like faintly coming down diagonal between them. It kind of looks like a weird looking kind of like E in a way, where it's like 3 lines, and then instead of a line that connects them, it's diagonal, and that's just what he's scratching at. Eudora, go to bed. Eudora's sick day. Very well. I trust you'll get some rest tomorrow, Eudora, and the garden will be waiting for you. Eudora, say bye. He just walks off.
Huh.
Goodbye.
So after that little piece there, Guillaume and Dina walk around and help kind of collect and clean up. So don't worry about cleaning up. It is okay. That is what me and Dina are for. Class is over. Thank you for your first day of the culinary class. And you just hear like all the students like getting ready and kind of leaving, and as you all stand there, y'all are free to leave.
Where to next?
What grade did the guy behind Ezekiel get?
Yeah, I was curious.
This is important.
So you can walk over there, and they have papers where the grade was put on there, and it is like a C minus.
Oh, you should get the corn into the fire.
So if you want to know the other grades, because I just realized I didn't do that. So Phelan and Chanstar made an A+. Alistair made an A. And then Kadim and Ezekiel made a B-.
A B-. They fucking
All right.
praised mine.
And those are the grades.
Wait, Wait, how did the burnt one get an A?
Presentation.
I pressed
Presentation.
too.
Presentation and prestidigitation are the two. That's the secret.
And putting pepper in the fire.
Yep.
So just to kind of give y'all some context here for how a day would work. Essentially, with that class being done, it's now progressed into like a good early afternoon phase. We would do lunch, and then you would have time before the end of the day. Was there anything that you all, if you all want to kind of talk it over, what might be something you all want to do before the end of the day, for night? You want to visit somewhere, talk to somebody?
Before the fortnight.
I
You guys ever
wanted
Something on
heard
your
of
mind, bud?
Fortnite?
Yeah.
We were talking about how you said the fortnight.
Oh, before night, gotcha. So this is where this little pocket of time, I left open for you all. Is there anything that y'all want to interact with or say or do? Because if not, okay, go ahead, Kadim.
Yeah, I just at some point I wanted to stop by to see Plarg before we headed back to the dorms at some point.
Okay. Anybody want to do anything else?
Alistair wants to go take a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So-
think for now Phelan isn't doing anything specific.
Okay.
Oh, we do also
So
have a
you-
shop we can visit now, right?
Yeah, so I'll save that since it's getting a little late. I wasn't sure if I was going to use that tonight just to kind of see how, because this was kind of like a pseudo combat where we did a combat and then a recreational thing after the combat. So that took up a good amount of time. But if you want to see Plarg, so as you all walk, you make motion to your group that you want to see Plarg.
Everyone, I'm going to check in with Plarg real quick before we go retire this evening.
Is he the hey, while you're there, will you ask him to give you a different alarm?
Yes, I will inquire about a different alarm.
Okay. And
Good
ask
night,
him about
Phelan.
giving you a ask him about giving you a mouth too. Good night.
Okay, good night.
So Kadim makes his way to Lorehold campus for a brief stop. You see Kadim at a desk. He's filling out reports, different assignments, and, handing out books. And he sees you come in. Ah, Kadim, come on, come here. How you doing?
I am doing fine, Plarg. How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing most well. Well as I can be. What can I do for you?
I would like to discuss something I may have inadvertently heard.
Ah, yes. Yes. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
It concerns you. The
Yes,
other night, when you met me in the hallway, the noise that I heard, it was you having a conversation with someone. I could only make out the words you were saying, but you sounded like you were in great distress. Is there any way I can be of any help?
He looks around, making sure anybody's there, and it's just him in this area. Kadim, I must tell you, your temple, yours, where you were found, it was not sanctioned by the school to dig you out. You were
Oh.
not sanctioned ground. You were not something that was supposed to be transported. I made the decision I did, and I stand by it that you need to be here. but the school and the council are discussing my actions. This might be the last year that I teach, unfortunately.
Oh, I am sorry to hear that. I did not realize that I came from somewhere that was restricted, or that my existence was not supposed to be.
Kadim, there's going to be times in your life where you are not looked at like others. They look down on you. I hope the teachers and the staff have been
Every
treating you
fucking day of your life.
and then you just see him like get a little bit closer. Make sure you protect those students, Kadim. You please protect them.
Of course, it is what I was chosen to do.
The faculty doesn't believe me, but I do think that there is something very distressing, I think, happening to the school. I think you might find some help in the library.
Yes, I will say, during my tour, I noticed well, I noticed a sinister presence underneath the Rose Arena in the Silver Quill School. Do you know anything about this?
He just looks at himself and he's like, the Rose Stadium catacombs. Kadim, you must not go into those catacombs.
Understood.
And then he he definitely gets a little distressed over that and he's like, Kadim, I think it's best that you go back to your group and don't discuss this.
As you wish. I will head back to see them and make sure they stay safe.
Thank you. You're a good one.
Thank you, Clark. Good night.
And then he just goes back to working on his assignments. And for the sake of the evening, we'll go ahead and just kind of, y'all had a nice lunch, talked about culinary class, tried to feed more food to Kadim, and
Yeah. Oh, wait, can we back up for a second? I was going to ask him, Clark, I was asked, is there a way to change my alarm, and also a way to give me a mouth?
well, the mouth might be a little tricky, but the arm we can make that fix easily. He pulls a scroll, and it just has like this runic kind of like lettering. What noise would you like?
What are my options?
Well, you have the da 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 da. You have the whole plethora. You can make it like a kind of like a rooster cockadoodle doo, or you can
No.
make it like a melody.
You
You
just
can
pull
make
out
it
your
like a
phone and just pick a different alarm.
I think the bird sounds were distressful to the others.
yes. I have just the one for you. Thank the Prismari Orchestra for this one. And he pulls out like a very song like calm that goes into like a crescendo type of like Prismari orchestra, and he picks that one and he just kind of like summons the spell with a wave of his hand and kind of just goes into your head and sears in there and then just dissipates. So now your alarm will be this
Calming
musical
orchestra.
Yeah.
Thank you, Clark.
Oh,
Good night.
good night, Kadim. And we'll end it on that.
Okay. All right.
Cool deal. So you all level up after this.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
So y'all get a level. This won't be the last level you get, but it's the first.
It'd be funnier if you were like, enjoy it. It's only fucking one.
Yeah.
Assholes.